Are you wondering what your favorite wacky nerds are up to? Search for Campaigns of the Plains on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and make sure to follow and like us to keep up with all our content and news. You might also find exclusive content for fans only. Remember to catch us on YouTube every Friday at noon for a new episode of Campaigns of the Plains.
And welcome to episode 9 of Campaigns of the Plains. Let's go ahead and
I got notes.
Get some Francis. Get notes.
I got notes. I got exactly 2 notes. My notes are titled Dances with Wolves. I wonder why.
Remember any dancing?
I wrote, I went to, we got into a fight with some wolves. Well, no. We didn't get into a fight with some wolves.
Whoops.
But regardless, the wolves fought us and an eagle. And I tried to summon
freedom assaulted. That's what
the spirit fingers. I tried to summon.
I don't remember that summon.
Rock monster.
Titan. But
it didn't work. Instead, I summoned female pink stuff summoner, which is what my notes say, with a question mark. So I'm not sure that's accurate. Female pink stuff summon. Except for they didn't finish the end, so it's just some more. 2 ends.
Some more.
And she said right, like, I can't control her. That's definitely not my Titan summon, but I did ask her to cause violence, and she did. Oh, and then the only other thing that I wrote was fire tornado, and then I drew it, and then I outlined it, and then I made underlines under fire tornado, and that's it. We don't have a tent anymore.
Well, we'll need to buy a tent.
That's it.
Yeah. Anybody want to clear that up at all? Or?
Very clear. I know what you're talking about.
I mean, it's not really a campaign unless I start something on fire.
Usually it was somebody. Nobody.
Nobody?
What's his name?
Was it?
It was usually Duke.
Started Duke on fire.
Anyway. So yes, Din did take their watch and was assaulted by an unseen force, as well as wolves and an eagle. Eventually, the wolves tore their way into the tents and started attacking you guys, at which point most of you woke up and took action, especially Becky, who decided to kill the feed, but especially Becky, who decided to whip up a dust tornado in the campfire and had caught the tents on fire. And promptly burned it down while a few of you fought inside. Well, really, only Asher fought inside the burning tent.
Well,
Wolves were fighting too.
Yeah, that's fair.
got the sure.
Yeah, you did.
That's racist.
Sent my weird summoned friend in to help you. I told her to cause violence. She caused violence.
Eventually, you guys got to the 4th watch, and were left alone, sleeping a little bit later because of the combat itself. And that's where we'll pick up here. So, you guys awake, you are in the woods, it is fog. There is a deep, deep fog surrounding the camp here. So when you wake up, you're kind of covered in a layer of dew over your bedrolls, kind of over your face, and you are exposed to the elements now, since you do not have a tent.
I'm inside of my sleeping sack with just my ears blowing.
And they are damp.
That might be how you.
I walk up to Jen and kick her shin and say, "Hey, Skank, your friend left a message."
Wow. God, that's gold. We can leave now. We are done. End of campaign.
Keep it here.
And I snatch it off of her horn and toss it at her.
Yep. That's right. You had left the message on the horn. So you take the message off. Are you gonna read it right away, or you just stuffing it in your?
Oh, I'll read it.
You read it right away. So it is a very familiar script to your village. Obviously, it was a Shay that attacked you in the night. And she writes a note that says, "I'll have my revenge. I'm always walking."
Right. What is it written on?
It's just parchment. You're just gonna eat it. As you guys see it waking up in this fog, you look over and you just hear the crumbling of paper as Din shoves this parchment in her mouth and like starts chewing on it.
I can make some different for breakfast. Okay. It's good in fiber. Yes. It was.
Don't care.
Maybe
Right.
Din likes the taste of paper.
Yeah,
So
right.
metallic-y.
I like radishes, and not everyone does. So maybe Din just likes parchment.
No, this ray of sunshine is just great at making friends.
She is. She's
Apparently,
my
someone
friend.
she pissed off at tech. Well, that's ran.
Who's my friend? Wait. What did you just say, Becky?
I'm saying I read Din's note was from her personal enemy, and that's why we got attacked in the middle of the fucking night.
I'm going to have to be concerned about on a regular basis?
Probably.
Maybe we can make her our friend. So she's in the
Oh, I'm not a professor.
Oh, okay. Well,
God.
I know. We can cause violence against her.
Yes, it's fantastic.
My ears are cold.
You should have maybe not left them out of your.
Did it so I could hear more wolves, just in case. My hearing is much better than all of you.
I'm not going to deny that.
I didn't hear any more wolves. We're still alive.
Yep.
Not untrue.
Should we leave and keep traveling? It's very foggy, but I can see.
Does this? I mean, this just seems like natural thought.
It's awfully thick. You probably can't see more than, I would say, 10 feet beyond your camp limits right now. The only thing kind of getting you some sight inside your camp is probably the morning campfire.
I mean, that's something that I could help us make sure it's not like another trap. But it'll take like 10 minutes. And I'm going to use my new feat and recently detect magic.
Okay. So you take 10 minutes and
What year is it?
what? It is springtime.
Early? Is it spring?
It's early spring. So you sit down, you perform the ritual or detect magic. Go ahead and just give us a glance at what it looks like for Becky.
So it's not your usual flavor of magic because this is like casting wizards, spell, but I think like some lightly flickers in her hand and then like springs to her eyes upon a spell's completion. And she just has these glowing white eyes and she's scanning the horizon.
Okay. So you notice a couple of magical items with the party, especially Asher's sword. You already knew that. You look beyond into the fog and you see a number of colorations for magic. And get the school for you, because I believe that's part of it. So you see a few colors, different colors. The first one that you see, kind of spotted around, is from the School of Abjuration. And then the other ones that you see from the School of Illusion, and then you also see some from the School of Transmutation.
Say that again.
Transmutation.
Yeah. There's definitely some magic out there.
Do I know,
Um,
Josh, if there are any of the different Makote or beer tried in this area close to here?
You would not, because A, your mother never told you where I was, and B, you never run into a secret village.
Okay. But I know that they exist, that they could be around. That
Certainly.
They're all around.
Should we go and just be safe?
and so I can see kind of where is this like just these colors permeating from the fog, or can I see a direction I'm being from?
No, they are all around you. When you do a full turn around the encampment, you're seeing these kind of spattered at different intervals.
Okay. Yeah, it's all over the place. We'll have to see the top, and we'll get lost in this place.
Well, I think I know the way home from here. There are different tribes and secret hidden villages that I don't know where they are, but they exist somewhere. So we'll just have to be cautious. I don't know if they're friendly or not. They might be.
They might be.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling very reassured with that.
Well, I've never come to any harm.
Is there not like a path?
No, you guys went off of the main road.
We can back onto the main road until we get to where we need to go.
It's probably for the best that we stick to the road.
Yeah, until we can't anymore because, home is not in a village.
Right. Well, the further we can get on the main path, the better. Like it would be safe usually.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So go ahead and tell me which you'd like to leave the camp.
Back where we came to get to the camp.
Do you remember which way that is?
Yes?
Go ahead and make me a history check.
While Becky is seeing the
Not a nature check? To see if I can see where we trampled through the undergrowth?
Nope.
14.
14.
Yeah.
You have a general direction that you think that the road was when you guys came back to this part of the forest, yeah.
Okay, this way. I'm absolutely certain.
As it just takes off in a direction.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm following.
Marquise is following. Are you following her?
Yeah.
Everybody else?
Yeah, following and keeping up thick magic as long as it lasts. 10 minutes. So
as you're going, Becky, you suddenly see in front of you and kind of to your right, you see glowing spots of green, which would be the abjuration magic. They kind of flare as you guys get closer.
guys, I see all magic, aberration magic ahead of us. A little to the right. We definitely need to say, I'm trying to think, abjuration, that's, what does that usually handle?
Abjuration is protection magic, usually.
We might want to go around so that we don't set anything off.
That seems like it might be a good idea. We don't want to disturb anything.
So let's go a little to the left.
Because we're nature now, it means that we disturb and kill us. Okay, why not? Well, I'm not very old and I'd like to live longer. Maybe we'll be lucky if we die and we'll be like Marquise and get a new body.
It's really
Yeah, I like my home one thing.
It's not as great as you might think.
Sure, he's going himself. He has a beautiful soul. I can tell. I bet your fireplace just glisten. Do you have skin on your face?
Yes.
Oh.
We haven't seen his face.
What?
I don't think we've ever seen his face.
That's what she asked by its skin.
Oh, okay.
Sure, he was like a zombie or something. Yeah. He doesn't smell bad. Wouldn't the undead smell bad? Yes. Maybe you should sniff him.
We don't need to do that. It's fun.
You go and sniff him? Oh, perception check. You smell person, flesh, sweat. You also smell his leathers. Any herbs that he may have packed in his mask right now, you're getting a whiff of those as well.
I see. I smell him.
Make a perception check.
12.
It smells like leather and sweat.
It's my favorite smell.
Oh, things we learn about else.
Writes that down.
Okay.
Should I
It smells like hard work.
like leathery, manly, musky? Okay.
Boss.
Waft it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not it.
Yes, coming up to a person and sniffing them is very crazy.
It's perfectly fine.
It's kind of strange.
We had a dog when I was a child, and he would often come and sniff me. If a dog
Okay,
can sniff
where I was going. Just go that.
I go that way.
All right. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, not like that.
I do like lifting a big mouth. 15!
All right. Becky, why don't you go ahead and make me an Arcana check real quick? As you turn point, you're like, we should go this way, and also immediately starts taking off in the direction you're pointing.
That is a dirty 20.
20. You immediately see that underneath Elspeth's foot, she stepped on an abjuration sigil.
Oh, whoops! I missed one.
This one what?
And then all of a sudden, Elspeth, you go flat, and something grabs your foot and pulls you into the pond.
Guys, I guess there's also spells on
Oh, shit.
Well, she was fun. Oh well, I guess we're not gonna. I guess I'm going to, since I have the site up, I'm going to kind of cautiously, now watching my step, walk kind of in the direction she was dragged in.
Okay. So you see a number of these glyphs like hidden underneath like leaves and foliage as well. So you're kind of having to like take around them. There's probably about 4 on the ground in front of you in the direction that Elspeth drug.
I'm gonna like find a branch or something to kind of use as a broom to kind of start pushing shit aside. Wait, do I have something else here? I could cast Dust Devil again. Yeah.
You can try and move through this earth and see if it triggers them.
Yeah.
Point to a spot, not underneath it.
Yeah, I point to a spot where there's some glyphs and tell them to move it.
So we'll cast Move Earth to try and like agitate that.
So how are you trying to move the earth?
With the spell Move Earth.
No. I meant like how are you? Describe how you're moving earth.
So I get into like the stance and like start to swirl my hands and kind of make like a quicksand underneath the glyph where she's pointing, I should say, to try and like agitate it so that it maybe feels like something's moving and something were to trip it. And perhaps if it's not actually activating just for the ground moving, we're going to try and like lift it through it to try and like penetrate the glyph or something.
Okay. So yeah, as you are twisting the earth underneath, it seems like Becky, as you're watching the glyph, it's not really moving from its intended location. So the agitation itself is not working. But then once Malus he goes to like lift the earth up, you see that the glyph is triggered, and it is of course abjuration. You, Becky, standing closest to the glyphs, you feel something start to like wash over you like protective force, and you see as Milos, you see as the sigil goes off, as you lift it, it kind of explodes towards Becky, and all of a sudden Becky is layered in this mystical force, and you are now affected by mage armor.
Oh, okay. This is neat.
So one of them dragged their friend away, and this one gave you the protection.
Yeah, this is weird.
Who has the highest passive perception out of you guys? Probably you. So as you're watching this go off, Marquise, you hear this tiny little twill of a flute or a reed instrument behind you, and you hear some steps and some laughing
Behind us.
like moving through the fog.
Okay. Whoever you are, I know where you are standing. You can come out.
Well, thanks for your permission, but I don't need it.
Love is Irish. Throw
Kill them up. Okay.
Who said that?
And you hear this voice like echo through the forest. It's not coming in any general direction.
What do you want?
Well, that's not what I want. It's what you want. Fully to get out of here.
Nope. I want to just continue on with my day, actually.
Well, then continue on, friend. And he plays a couple trill notes, and you hear more steps in kind of a skipping motion.
If no one wants to do anything, I don't know. I don't want to just...
Where did our friend go?
Okay.
You're asking out loud,
This is weird.
and you hear a voice say, "Oh, she's safe
That's
for now."
That's all.
Oh, she might have gone that way. And you hear a voice like off to the side. She might have gone that way. And another voice off to a different side. Everything's lost in the mist. Besides which, I don't think it'd be very fun if she were here.
What makes you say that?
Oh, the fog around you is not fog, my friend. It's mist. You know what that means. Well, I assume you do anyway, since you have a couple of bunny folk with you.
What is the mystery?
It means we're in the home of Eden. Okay. Well, shit.
Okay.
What's your game, boy?
It's not my game, but the game of the forest.
Oh, okay. And how do we play the game?
You survive, that's it.
Simple rules. Asher, do you know anything about this?
I've never left before my village.
We trigger the rest of these flips and head in this direction. Maybe this is the path. I mean, she was dragged in this direction. I assume that she is.
That's all we have to go on, so. Yeah.
Take the risk of triggering them close to somebody, or should we just trigger them from afar? Some of them seem beneficial.
Shouldn't risk letting anyone be near it. So I'm gonna,
We
step back.
No, we really shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
Kid, do you have a bow? Or maybe shoot at them.
Okay, where's that?
How about this? And I'll have you point them out. I can change the color of the dirt to specifically point them out. You're like, this one is red. It's blue.
Oh, okay. There's one over there.
Okay. I mold dirt to make it look green. No, blue.
Okay, and another over there.
Okay, that one's red.
Yeah, and we've used. No, there was 4, I think.
Oh, yeah, there's blue.
There's okay.
So one's blue, one's red. Last one is purple.
Okay. Oh, I thought there was 4. She stepped on one. One gave me nades on it.
Oh, so maybe there was
Counting, math.
Okay.
Can I shoot one?
Did you notice not the one that you stepped on versus the one that she stepped on?
I think they're both abjuration.
I think I didn't step on one. She stepped on it.
The one that I triggered.
The one that, yeah. So don't be close to them when they go off. I'm gonna back them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Shoot away, bullseye.
Right, I'll shoot near.
You want to shoot the nearest one?
Something like that, yeah.
So Becky, the nearest one is more of a burnt orange kind of coloration to it. So you know that's transmutation.
Okay, definitely stay away from that one. And yeah, so I didn't shoot.
Shoot it.
All right. So you shoot the colored ground that Milos has colored a different color for you to see. It doesn't take much of your skill to shoot the ground. And as soon as you shoot the ground itself like erupts up, and it makes kind of a mock figure out of the dirt of you. It looks like it's like super wimpy and like trying to like make a face at you.
Something.
Is that thing alive?
It looks kind of like Den. I shoot a fireball at it.
It looks kind of dumb.
The earth just explodes into a pile of earth. Wet earth.
Okay. It's
That was there.
Well, it's one more so far, at least.
Should I shoot this one too? Kind of want to jump in it.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. We're already needing to figure out what happened with Elspeth.
Yeah, I'll shoot this.
You shooting the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you shoot this one, Becky, you see that this one is purple, stating illusion. As soon as Din hits it with the arrow, all of a sudden, this like ghastly figure with like white hair, looks like a ghost of a creature, just pops up and like in your guys' general direction, just screams. It's just like
The silent.
it is not. You do hear full blown like noise from it and everything,
Becky starts walking past.
and you walk right past it.
Hurry up!
Let us know if you see any more of those. Can I hear, like, because it, like, dragged her off.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear what sounds like dragging at all?
No, the dragon stopped
Okay.
a while ago.
Do we see like her drag marks at all on the ground?
Yeah, absolutely. You're headed in the right direction. Becky is actually in the right direction for her.
Do I see? I'm actively looking for any more of these traps. So
How much time do you have on detect?
it's 10 minutes total, depending on how much time we figuring out these things.
Say you guys probably wasted about 5 minutes on each of the, like, in total on the traps in general. So you have about 5 more minutes left to detect magic.
All right, so yeah, I'll try and get every second in and actively looking for traps.
So as you go further and further in, there are more sigils on the trees up above you, on the ground. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception, that's a 9.
A 9. So as you're walking, you're paying into all of the ground. You know, you're making sure that you're not going to be stepping on anything. You're seeing in this magical site, but you're not seeing non-magical things as well. And you hear like a twig snap underneath here, and something comes swinging down from the tree. It didn't make me a dexterity saving throw.
That is going to be a 17.
17. So you just barely managed to dodge out of the way of whatever this is that comes swinging through the fog at you. Behind you, how are you guys in marching order here? Are you following Becky's footsteps like to the T, or?
I probably would be. At least I know I would be, because I wouldn't want to step off of her path, essentially.
Why don't I have you make a dexterity saving throw too, as this is coming swinging down?
I think that's 11. Yep, that's 11.
11. Okay. So Becky definitely like dodges out of the way, but you manage to catch this what it feels like and what it looks like when it hits you is basically a burlap sack full of straw. So it doesn't do any damage. It catches you off guard, but there was a sigil attached to it when it touches you. The sigil itself, Becky, you see is that burnt orange color, and immediately you see as this spell. Immediately as Milos kind of like looks around for a second, and you see that like of the clothes that he had been wearing, like the fine silks and everything, all of a sudden they change color.
What color? They were maroon before. What color did they change?
They all changed to this really horrendous looking like yellow, like pea golden yellow.
Well, this is ugly.
That's hilarious.
You hear more laughing coming from behind you as well again.
Just yell out, "This perfect!"
We'll see, won't we?
Could be worse. Could have made you look like Jim.
Well, I'm glad all of us are getting along right now.
Hey, would you allow me to use beast sense on a summon?
Beast sense?
It allows me to see through their eyes and hear what they hear.
On a summon?
Yeah.
Yes, but currently,
Not right now. I'm just prepping my spells for them.
Oh, okay.
Just figuring that's something I would be able to do. Okay.
But so you guys are going further and further into the mist. That ate up probably about another minute. So now you know that there are physical traps as well as magical traps here.
Well, that's great.
It's kind of
Sure. I guess in a weird, sadistic, absolutely just disgusting and vile way, it's cool. Either way, it appears as though we're not just looking for them below, but they can come above as well. How long are you able to detect these?
Well, the longer we wait here, the less time I have. And can anyone else do this? Because I'll have to take a 10-minute break here shortly so that I can see for another 10 minutes. Like, it doesn't last forever here. And it takes forever to cast.
Okay, well, we have a couple options. We can just run, and hopefully nothing else hits us, or we can move slowly enough that you can rest. In the meantime, we'll just take our steps with as much caution as possible.
I mean, I could potentially, and I'm gonna mold earth again. I'm gonna like make a big mound in front of me and try and like just push it in front of me as like a wall. Just trying to detect traps like this, as I have just like a blob of dirt just moving around, just to try and kind of sweep the area in front of us.
It's not half bad for all.
Thanks. It's new. I'm not sure how to use this. I like keeping I mean, I don't have to concentration, but concentrating on like moving it.
Yeah, every 6 seconds you're kind of moving the earth in a, you said like a mound in front of you.
Yeah, like
Bulldozing the traps away.
well, the ones directly in front of us on the ground at least. I can't like make it as tall as us or anything. So I can't get anything in the sky or anything. I can just potentially hit the ones directly in our path.
Actually, that helps quite a bit.
Something. Just keep your eyes up. I'll get rid of the ones in front of us.
Yeah, I want to. Well, I want to try and keep an eye on the ground ahead of his mold earth, though, just to see if the direction of the drag marks changes.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Oh, well, it's really misty in here. That's a 6.
6? So you're looking beyond the mold earth, and the mold earth is kind of messing up some of the trucks. So when that does happen, it does like move off to the right or off to the left whenever he's moving it. So it's getting harder and harder to see those drag marks. So much so that you're paying attention forward. you don't notice yourself brush up against something close to a tree.
Oh no, okay.
One of the trees beside you, panel opens up, and this like stick with something tied to the end comes out and hits you right in the side. And it's not enough to like cause any pain, but it's enough to like kind of like surprise you a little bit. And you look down and you see that it's like one of those training wraparounds, like a bag on the end of the stick.
Yeah.
So it doesn't cause you any damage. And it like retracts itself back in the tree, but you now look and there is a mouth on your side. The big, ugly, like different teethy mouth with a big old tongue hanging out, and it's just like blah 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, that's a good one. I need to learn that.
Do you know the spell?
Do you know this spell?
Quick, tell us your backstory.
No.
No. It's just now copying everything that he says, and in between just throwing up blah, 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 blah.
Can I try and put some like see if you can taste it?
You put a handful of dirt in it, and it just like spits it out as it's like.
Oh, that was
It was great.
That was great.
I don't even know how to.
Okay, so do we want to stop and I will recast my thing, or are we just going to go with first mover here?
At this point, it seems as though all of it is just fun and games to somebody else. So we'll just stick to the move, to the molding thing, whatever.
Okay. I'll let it drop, I guess.
Okay.
So about a minute after that, the mouth disappears.
Oh, good.
But you do hear some laughing again, like heavy laughing coming from behind you.
Nobody likes you, flute.
Well, I thought it was hilarious.
That was hilarious. Yeah.
So are the rest of you proceeding forward then?
Yeah.
I guess I'm in front, trying to clear a path, and I'm sure I don't that the claw marks, like crack marks, are gone. Well, I don't have a great perception.
All right. So you're molding the earth up in front of you as you're going. As you guys are making some progress here, like nothing seems to go off. But Becky, with like the last couple of minutes of your spell, you start seeing red marks, red sigils beyond. You also start seeing orange, which is both evocation and conjuration, as well as some gray marks with a little bit of blue in it, which is enchantment.
Up ahead, there's some potentially dangerous crap. Like, we're talking, like, conjuring shit and fireballs and possibly even charming.
It sounded fun until I said fireball.
Fire resistant, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. Just go run into it. It's fine.
It's very tempting, actually.
I mean, if you point it out, I can try and throw some dirt at it.
It could be a fireball. It could turn you into an ice cube. I don't know. All I know is that it's dangerous crap.
I mean, you could probably firebolt at it and it might go off.
I shoot a firebolt at one of the evocation ones.
Go ahead and roll me a d10.
Okay.
So determine what goes off.
2.
2. So you hit it with a firebolt, and the red fireball eventually fades, and the sigil fades with a flash, but it leaves behind a little ball of purple light.
Oh, I don't know what that is. That was weird.
Shoot it.
I was gonna go touch it. How far away can I go up to it?
Yeah, absolutely. You walk up to it and you move your hand through it. It's just light.
Oh, that's nice.
You detonate.
Except for the light ball attaches itself to your hand when you touch it.
Let's just say Rudolph. She's just like,
Yeah. Won't you leave my sleigh tonight?
Do you like supporting artists? Do you like nerdy things like Dungeons and Dragons? Then Co-op Creations SD is the store for you. You can find adorable dragons, menacing mind flayers, and jealous jelly cubes to accompany you on your adventures. Need a way to safely transport your math rocks? Then their homemade dice bags will keep your click-clacks warm. Stop on by their Etsy page soon, as stock is limited.
Asher, I imagine are you kind of guarding the rear there?
he is definitely in the.
So while you do, you see a really familiar figure. It looks like Elspeth's carbon,
Okay.
and it is like walking beside you,
Okay.
and it looks up at you and it says, "Hey, man, what are you doing?"
Whoa!
You can't talk.
Sure, I can.
Never talked before.
I didn't feel like it.
Hello, casual.
Do you know where your friend went?
Yeah, she's just up ahead.
Well, run up and show us.
I got lost in fog, and I just found you guys, so it took me a really long time to find you, and I don't want to leave you guys.
This is how big is he? He's like the size of a cat, right?
Yeah.
Is he giving off light?
Mhm.
I'll say, well, just come up here and follow us, and I'll see what he does. If
Yeah, so he jumps up on your shoulder.
because we're friends, we're like this.
Yeah.
We're best friends. He's probably my favorite person in this party.
Poppy's a good boy.
I'd be like, well, show us where she is. Lead me, and then I would like he knows where she's at. Like, let's.
Yeah, on Asher's shoulder. Do we need a second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently they can't.
I mean, it's fine if you can't see it. I'm just making sure it's recording correctly.
Oh no, son. You're seeing what the recording is.
Okay. So Josh's camera froze for a bit and it stopped. So we could. Oh, no, we can see you. We did.
Chocolate.
What'd you say?
Chocolate.
Oh, I heard Chapu. I was like, ooh, Walker's brother? Chapu?
He did.
Should have got cheats.
Airtight Cheetos?
I thought about having some of those today, but
No, my hot Cheetos. Maybe both.
last time I drank these, I had hot Cheetos, and I got locked in the bathroom.
I think we're good to go.
Are we good to pick back up?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you see his he just jumps up on your shoulder, and you head over to where Milos is, and you guys now see that Poppy is on Asher's shoulder.
Where did Poppy come from?
He just kind of walked out of the mist. He was lost, I guess, but he knows where Elspeth is.
Yeah, man, I got totally lost.
He can talk now.
What?
He just does the shrug emoji.
This place is weird.
Hey, is Kate Sith still hanging around me?
Not right now.
Huh.
Are you going to call him?
Hey, Kate Sith, where you at?
You see, you've got a couple of seconds of magic or of detect magic up, and you see out in the fog a little portal opens up, and some kind of shadow steps through, and then eventually takes form into a cat, and then a cat comes strolling through the mist. Only you are able to see this since it's in the fog. But you see, the rest of you see now as the very familiar form of Kate Sith, the black cat with the little white muzzle and white paws, and Willy with the little crown on its tail, comes kind of strolling through the mist. Yes.
Hey, fully on track to become like powerful sorceress and like help your guy out, but we're kind of lost in this forest here, and this guy can talk now, which seems really weird. But can you help us out at all?
Help you with what? Exactly.
Oh, I don't know. Like, can you get rid of this mist for one? Like, that would be super helpful.
No. The mist does as it pleases.
Okay, is there something, like, up with this guy? Like, is this a trick or something? Can you tell us this Poppy is a trick?
And you see as Kate goes over to Poppy and looks at Poppy and is like, and they both kind of stare at each other for a little while.
I'm supposed to keep them separate for 48 hours. Let them smell each other.
And you see like Poppy's fur like kind of jostles up a little bit like a cat's would, and Kate just kind of like puts its nose in the air to turn and says, "I guess it's real."
Okay. Well, since it isn't much help, let's follow the Pop.
What did the cat say?
The cat said Poppy's good.
That's good to know.
Can't help with the mist.
Is the cat good?
I can see
To be
the
determined.
cat, yeah.
You understood every word.
Yeah. Cat sounds fine to me.
Okay.
I guess let's follow. Poppy?
Anyway, carry on. Sorry to bother.
Fine. And you see as Kate goes back into the mist, and again, last few minutes, few seconds of your detect magic, you see as its form turns back into this elongated shadow and steps through another portal.
Okay. So, Poppy, where are we going?
Think you guys are going the right way, but I did come behind you, but I got lost and I stepped on a sigil.
That's fine.
Stepped on a peak with like tongues or something now, so now he can talk to us.
What kind of animals? Who knows? Whatever. Poppy, can you, like, smell your summoner? Can you smell Ellie?
I think she's straight ahead. I mean, I don't really work that way.
Okay, well, go ahead, Poppy. Let you lead the way.
I'm cool with just hanging out here on Ash's shoulder. You guys are going the right way.
Okay.
Poppy's
I'll
lazy.
continue.
Poppy's just a lazy dude, bro.
I'm gonna.
To be fair, Elspeth carries him around everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
He's become lazy. He's a lazy summon now.
Yeah. So using the earring thing.
Yeah.
Elspeth, can you hear us?
Can I?
You hear the voice of Marquise for a second, and you kind of all of a sudden like start to come to consciousness, and you see this figure standing in front of you, and he's not very tall, kind of draped in a full cloak, so you can't really see his features except for he does have cloven feet.
Hello.
Oh, hi there.
Who are you?
Well, I'm someone that's going to take care of you and make sure that this mist doesn't bother you.
It's just really fun. Did you say mist?
Yeah, the mist.
Oh no, I don't want to hurt anyone.
I know. It'd be a real bummer.
Are my friends okay?
Maybe.
Can I hurt them?
No.
Good. Okay. So are you just gonna stay here with me?
Not exactly.
What do I do?
No, you're just going to rest.
I have a book. I'll read that.
Great.
Okay.
You're hanging upside down, by the way.
Okay. I reach up
Yeah?
into my haversack and I think about volume 1 of the Marquise, and then I pull it down, flip it around so it's the right way for me. You can tell my friends I'm okay.
Already did.
Oh, that's good. How long until this mist is gone?
Oh, we shall see.
I heard Marquise. Should I talk to him?
Oh, you can't, my dear. And he holds up your earring.
But I pierced my ear with that. It might grow back in.
I don't think it'll grow back in the time.
So it won't be very long.
Hopefully.
What's your name?
We'll get to that in a few minutes.
Okay, well, I'm Elspeth.
Good to meet you, Elspeth.
Okay. Do you know my friend Marquise is famous?
I do know.
Books written about him.
He underneath like his cloak figure, he kind of turns his head upside down and like looks at the cover of your book and
This is
says,
volume 1. There are 5 total.
That's a lot of reading to do.
Do you think I'll finish them all?
Depends on how fast you read.
Fast.
Have at it.
Can I have a leaf for a bookmark? I don't like to dog ear the pages.
He picks up a leaf off the ground and hands it to you.
I just start swinging myself on the tree and reading the book.
He's like, I'll be back soon.
Thank you, friend.
And you see him, like, disappear into the mist.
That's nice. I like it.
Back to you guys.
She starts humming to herself and reading.
All right.
Does anyone know what the range on these is?
Like 100 feet or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it's a lot. How much?
You hear another voice come over, and in a very awful attempt at being female, you hear, "Oh, yes, this Elspeth." Oh, you know, I'm around.
Are you just hanging out somewhere?
Exactly.
Okay, for real, what did you do with her?
Oh, I'm keeping her out of the mist.
Hold on. You know a way out of the mist?
No, the mist does as it pleases. I've told you that.
What? You said...
I said I could keep her safe from the mist.
Why do you need to keep her safe? What?
Because she'd do a lot of damage to you if she didn't.
What is...
You do know what the bunny folk do in the mist, don't you?
Do they go insane?
Something like that. I'm surprised your other friend isn't twitching by now, but to be fair, he's only half bunny.
Wait, which one of us is half bunny?
Not me.
Wait, is Marquise half bunny?
Obviously. That's what he's hiding. All that. Goth get up.
I mean, Asher, perhaps. I don't know. Asher, was your mother a funny person?
Yeah, you saw it.
Really? I did.
Pretty sure you guys were all there.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You saw.
I remember that you were, but
Yeah,
I don't remember.
and you saw my ears.
We saw them when the
When we did the
Oh,
ear
yeah.
piercing.
When I pierced my ears, I revealed my ears, and then my mother, when we put the materia in the trials, she appeared. That was 7 sessions ago.
That's fair.
And then Elspeth and I talked about how we're both have human mothers, but Vera mothers.
But I'm all bunny.
You're all bunny.
Well, the mist doesn't seem to be affecting Asher. That's good for now. Hopefully that doesn't change. But we probably should continue forward if we're going to find her in the mist.
Yeah.
I wish there was something I could do about this problem. As I look to see if there is.
You could survive in the mist.
Does it just go away on its own?
The mist does move.
We could be walking further into it.
We gotta walk to her.
You do know that there are other creatures in the mist besides me.
Yeah, dangerous creatures.
Whether
And tricksy creatures.
usually I go with it, so I don't really...
How do you go above the mist?
Airships.
The pirate. You know what to do.
They're small and very expensive, but if you find the right person, you can at least make a short distance. Okay. Well, the only thing I can think of is to at least get to her, but at that point, we may be better off not continuing to explore. So,
Let us know then.
if
Just follow Poppy.
if you can continue with your new earth-moving abilities,
I sure can.
good. Well, I guess we'll go try and find Elspeth, and hopefully whatever he was talking about means that she's not going to eat us or anything weird like that.
I can just put her in a hole. It's fine.
Just a sweet little Elspeth, like, I really like the taste of flesh now. But only man flesh.
That's it.
We should leave.
So you guys are pressing on forward then?
Yeah.
Okay. Elspeth, as you're reading your book upside down,
And swinging and humming.
you notice that the mist isn't in this area with you. It is being diverted around a bubble. that is around your area. You notice it kind of flows around you.
Interesting. If Becky were here, she'd know what kind of magic this was. But it's magic. Maybe. Am I stuck hanging from the tree, or can I sit up on the branch? Can I raise myself up on the branch?
You are hanging from a rope.
Oh.
From a branch.
Can I sit up and grab the rope and climb up to the branch so I can sit on it?
I would say that you can with athletics at a disadvantage.
Okay, 7.
So you try to swing up and
8.
So you try to swing up and grab at the rope, but already a lot of blood is kind of flowing to your head, and you just kind of swing back as you get a little bit lightheaded.
Oh, dizzy. Oh, I think I need to get on the right side up.
You hear a little laugh, just this tiny little laugh in the distance, and you look over at where it has come from, and there is this little creature, this little humanoid that's pressed against the bubble, and you see them kind of laughing at you. They have these little wings.
Oh, hello.
And it kind of waves at you as it's pressed against the glass.
Can you?
Or the spell. And it's like...
Oh, well, I'm not very strong. I tried to climb the rope, but that didn't... Oh, wait. Maybe I can... It's just a rope. Maybe I can... I take, what do I have in my inventory? I don't have no sharp things.
Little claws?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah. I have frostbite as a cantrip. I frostbite the rope to weaken it, hopefully.
So you manage to freeze the rope in place.
Start swinging to try and break it. It's frozen.
Make me a perception check as you do.
Okay. That is over 20. 21?
So you... As you're sitting up, aiming your frost ray and freezing the rope, you look over at your new little friend with wings, and you see as they're really excited that you're doing that, they're shaking their head, and then you lean back to start swinging, and you see them smile with these very sharp teeth.
Oh, you got the sharp teeth, friend.
And then you see another one of them come and fly up to the glass, and another one.
Oh,
and another one.
An awful lot of you, isn't there? I'm gonna keep trying to break my rope.
You see as they're all nodding
You want me to break my rope? Well, now I'm intimidated. Did you know that my friend's famous?
And the one that had just that had come first takes her head and grunts it against the force field, and you see a little ripple of energy.
You shouldn't do that, you'll hurt yourself.
And you see as their mouths widen and their teeth all start to get even more jagged and sharp, and they all start hitting their heads against the...
I'm in...
And we'll cut away to you guys.
Do we start hearing this cries for help?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Please don't bark us. That's much better. That is a 23.
So yeah, both you and Poppy actually Poppy's ears kind of start to flick up, and you see her on Asher's shoulders start to try to hone into the sound, and you take a second and you listen, and you're hearing now Elspeth's voice saying, "Help! Help!"
Okay. Well, it's now or never, and I just start running for it.
Okay. So Marquise takes off beyond your mold earth now, Milos, and just starts running in a direction.
I yell back, she's in trouble.
There you go.
I guess I'll drop my mold earth and chase after him.
I will carefully follow in their footsteps and let them take the spells.
Okay. Dan and Asher, what are you guys doing?
Oh, I'm going.
I'll probably follow Becky.
Oh,
You're going to join him up front?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the two of you are leading the way then?
I guess so.
Okay.
Fuck me up good, daddy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
What's your statement, liberal?
Go ahead and roll me a d10. You go ahead and roll me another d10.
6.
6.
8.
8. Okay.
He chuckled. He chuckled with that number.
Is that 8 different effects? Is that what that is?
Don't give me ideas.
Oh.
So Din, you're running and you are running full sprint ahead with Marquise, and you feel what like drag over some kind of wire or rope or something like that, and from the tree next to you, you see this mannequin, this like training dummy, basically pop out of the tree itself. And it's got this like wooden sword, and you see that the wooden sword is like glowing, and it swings down at you for a 16.
Yeah, it is.
So sorry, I have to look wooden sword. Okay.
He still wants to play the part of Poppy tonight.
He wants to talk too. So you take 2 bludgeoning damage from the wooden sword, but once it hits you, the like white hot magic that's glowing from it deals you 6 fire damage. So 3 fire damage. And you must make a Constitution saving throw. Or no, you are on fire.
Oh.
Sorry. At the start of each of your turns, you can make a con save to put yourself up. So, as we're doing it now, as the wooden dummy slots back into it, you can make me a quick Constitution save to try to put yourself up.
15.
15 does do it. You're like trying to pack these flames out, and then you'd rolled a 5, right?
6.
6. Okay.
I'm not into that.
So, you step on a sigil on the ground, and there is a flash of light, of this green light, and it doesn't stop you in your tracks, and you keep running after a second after like seeing the light flash. You now have 4 squirrels that are following you on the field and running with you in the direction.
Okay.
So yeah, Din, you're stopped for a moment. Is anybody like trying to pass Din, or is everybody like, oh, hold up a second?
Well, you know, I'm gonna play all my classics, and I think what I'm going to do is ahead of Marquise, I'm going to cast Dust Devil and just have it moving in a line ahead of him to kind of like clear the path, hopefully.
Even throw magic back at us.
Can't wait.
Classic Becky.
Classic Becky.
Thank you.
That's actually the plot of Burn Gully and use of village.
So
Turn it into Matt. I can feel my
Becky, go ahead and roll me a D4.
D4.
Yep.
That is a 4.
Perfect. So your Dust Devil kicks up and it hits a couple of different sigils. You see as it's starting to swirl the mist in a given area there. The first sigil lights up on the Dust Devil, and you see as a face starts to form and limbs start to arms in your dust devil, and it gets a little bit bigger, and it looks back at you for a split second like it's mad and it's going to come at you, but a second sigil goes off, and you just see the face that's on this this elemental. You see it just like the painting, just shriek in silent fear, and it like goes off into the distance and runs away from you.
Did it say anything by chance?
No, just that wind kind of.
Oh, okay.
What the?
I just throw my hands up. Fuck it. I just follow Marquise, I guess.
Okay, Asher, are you wanting to do anything, or are you like passing them as they're like?
Probably just follows Becky. He's like, oh,
Are you waiting for Becky just to keep? Okay.
Becky hit all the traps.
Marquise, you're running with 4 squirrels, 2 on either side of you. Go ahead and what's that? Go ahead.
Sure.
What's
The
that?
true beast
The True Beast Master. Yep. Go ahead and roll me.
like a little sled.
Roll me. Okay, how are you? Yeah, okay. We're gonna do it this way. Go ahead and roll me 2d10s.
Oh, I don't actually know. That doesn't have a line to just cipher 6 from 9. Okay, so a 10 and a 9.
A 10 and a 9. Okay. So, in front of you, there is this beam of light that comes from the sky and straight down. Roll me a d4.
4.
So the beam was meant for you, but the squirrels actually like get out like in front of your feet, and you have to like move to dodge. And as you do that, they saw the beam coming, and they kind of veer you off track. And instead of taking the damage from this beam of light coming down, you see as 2 of the squirrels just
Oh, shit. It just like,
they take the beam for you.
Oh, bad.
He just used swirl shield. That was a spell.
And they're like, okay.
It's like in Mario Kart where the bananas, like, or the shells circle you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Roll me another d4.
3.
So, there's another flash of light. The squirrels again head out in front of you, but this time they take the flash of light in front of you. Both of them do. And you see as they now like look at each other with like death glare in their eyes, and they start to fight, like, and roll off into the distance, like scratching each other and biting each other.
Okay.
Squirrel fight.
That's weird. But, I mean, you know, I knew them for all of 30 seconds. I'm not that
You don't
invested.
love them. You don't love
Jen,
For our audience,
our audience is invested in the squirrels.
were.
So, you actually managed to reach this bubble of force, and like you hit it with like your face, and you come to like a dead halt, and you see inside as you look, and you see hanging from a tree with a frozen rope. You see Elspeth, but you also see on the other side these tiny like creatures with these semi-humanoid creatures with wings and very scary looking open jawed with like sharp teeth face.
Like, they're inside with her?
No, they're on the opposite side of the force bubble, like as you, and they're like smacking their head, and you see as these cracks are forming along the bubble itself.
Okay. I can't, like... How big is this?
I would say the bubble itself is probably like probably about a 15 by 15 kind of bubble.
How many are there?
There's probably about 8 on the other side.
Uh,
Do I know what they are?
So you come in hot on his trail. Make me a nature check.
18.
These are pixies, not supernatural. They are actually from, or not from the natural world. They are definitely creatures that have come over or crossed over from the Fae.
it seems she's got friends.
Marquise?
Yep, you see Marquise now, like, pressed up against the bubble, and then all of a sudden Din comes pressed up against the outside of the bubble on the outside side.
The rope, but I can't because I'm not very strong and I don't have anything sharp except for a fork, and that's not sharp enough.
It's what? I don't. Okay. Well, it's just
Also,
hang in there.
first 20 pages of your autobiography, and it's quite interesting.
What? Okay.
Please help me.
Working on it.
And the rest of you finally catch up as well now, and you see Marquise and Din now pressed up against the bubble, and you kind of press up against it too to see Elspeth hanging from a tree, and these creatures on the other side trying to break this bubble.
I'm gonna try and go around.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you start going around the side. It seems like the mist is picking up and almost like hindering you now. It's almost come to like almost a gale force. So you're moving at about half speed.
Is the rope around my legs like tied in a knot?
It is.
Can I
Yep.
attempt to untie it?
Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand.
Sleight hand. Oh, 19.
19.
Yeah.
So you start to work this knot, but it starts to tie itself again.
The rope's broken? No, it's not broken, but it's retying itself. That person with the cloaked feet was my friend with the hooves. I don't think they really were my friend. They said they were keeping me safe, though.
And one of the creatures just goes and like hits its head against the glass again. Like they're bleeding now from, and you see one of the cracks starts to let just a little bit of the mist in.
No.
Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
No. No one. 9.
So, those of you that can see Elspeth in the bubble suddenly see that her face, like, contorts out just a little bit into almost, like, a muzzle of, like, this tight contortion, like, almost like she's grimacing in pain. And you see that her eyes completely start to glow over with, like, fury.
She makes angry, stern face. I have claws now.
You do have claws now.
I start trying to break the rope with my angry claws.
So yeah, you're not quite all the way mistransformed, but you do have your claws as they elongate out. Go ahead and make me an unarmed attack against the rope.
14.
And then make me a acrobatics check.
19.
So you slash at this rope, and it immediately lets go from the bow, and you do a flip, and you land, and you're angry.
I growl at my friends and run towards them.
And you smack against the forest bubble.
That's one piss off bunny.
Should keep her in the bubble.
Oh.
I'm also really fast. I'm fast as fuck, boy. My mist friend, he does. It makes me make fast.
I think we need to stop those to keep this up as long as possible now. Does anyone know how to fix this new situation?
I do. You hear
That better
in
not
your
be
ear.
the goddamn flute.
I'm the one that put her in her. I know how to fix this, but I'm not going to deal with those pixies.
Well, I'm working on that. Well, shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to continue trying to get around to the pixies.
Yeah, I mean, what's that?
Fighting pixies?
You might be. So you
Wrestle it, make it your pet. I know.
you start to, are you like skirting the bubble just to make sure that you know where you are in this kind of, so yeah, the wind force is picking up from the opposite side that Marquise is moving, and it is moving the mist at a faster pace. So anybody going around the bubble is going to be moving at half speed.
Follow them around the bubble.
You following Marquise around the bubble?
Yeah, and growling at him and hissing.
Like scratching and trying to beat against the bubble?
Yeah, make any funny noises.
Stop. Bad. Down. No.
I don't know if bunnies hiss. They do now.
I mean, they absolutely certainly can.
I know they can scream.
I have a couple questions.
Yeah.
Can I tell how heavy this glass bubble might be? Like, could I move Earth underneath it and lift it up, or would it be too heavy for something like that?
So it's a magical force bubble. Like it's not weighing anything, so it's a magic bubble. I don't know how much a magic bubble is gonna weigh, to be honest with you, because it's magic.
Okay. Right. So could I try and target some dirt underneath the bubble to try and lift it up so that we have a more direct path to these pixies?
Don't come over with me.
No. He's trying to lift the bubble up as a whole to get under it.
Correct.
Like you do with a spider.
No. He's trying to raise the ball as a whole, like up.
Yeah.
So you guys can get
give it
under
a platform.
No. To get like over to the pixies to make a straight path instead of having to skirt.
Let's make it a tunnel. He wants to make a tunnel.
I mean, I could just make a tunnel too. I mean, I just wanted to try something.
Dig a hole. This figure does appear behind you when he said, I can fix it. It is a robed figure with cloven hooves.
We don't see their face or anything, we just see the cloven hooves and the robe?
Yep. Face is covered, feet are the only thing exposed.
Why is it all these weirdos want to hire us for weird jobs? What the fuck is my life anymore?
I feel that.
Yeah, he's private detective.
Yeah, and he's weird.
I didn't hire you, though.
As you scream above the gale winds, I didn't hire you.
So, I'll turn it figure. So you want us to get rid of the pixies so you can fix the bubble? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather keep the bloodthirsty bunny folk in the bubble for now.
Okay. How do you suggest we get to the pixies? I mean, I probably can get to it just fine. Should I try and lift it? Should I make a tunnel? Do you have some suggestions, good sir?
Well, I mean, there's quite a force of wind coming from the other side. If you made a tunnel underneath it, if you're trying to go for the straight route, if you can make a tunnel, that'd probably be the best thing, because then the wind's not pushing against you until the end.
Okay, I will start excavating a tunnel directly underneath, and I'm sure that'll take...
In the meantime, if any of you have any salt, that'd be a good thing.
Yeah, like salt.
Yeah, pixies don't like salt.
Would I have any in either of my supplies?
You would, because you have an alchemy chest.
Good. I'll make some saline solution. I don't know.
And put it in a water gun.
Bad pixies.
Bad pixies.
If I can break out a super soaker here.
And he says, you probably would want to just keep it as salt.
Okay.
Wait, why aren't we going around?
I am.
He's pressing against the glass and moving around the circumference of it.
And I'm following him inside.
Look,
Are you just skirting?
You could fly over, but it's 15 feet up as well. So it's about the same distance. And you see Milos is moving her to dig a tunnel underneath.
Okay, bye.
And then he disappears into the tunnel.
So it's 30. 15 feet.
15 feet up and around.
What's a dome?
Yeah, basically a dome.
I read this book.
10, 15. So 30 is the distance to get over. So I'll just fly over.
You fly over. You are at half speed because this is a gale force wind.
Oh, I was back. Yeah.
Yep. So you're going to start flying over?
I'll get the Okay. I moved 40.
Oh, yeah, 60 because...
60, right.
Yep. 30 over. So yeah, you spread your wings and you start trying to.
Can I stop at the top?
Yeah,
And then stop flying and slide down?
you certainly can.
I want to, like, kick a pixie in the face on the way down. Sliding down, like, trying to, like...
And like, using your foot?
Yes.
Okay. Make me an unarmed strike.
It won't be... So I rolled a 12.
It could be your strength plus your proficiency.
Oh. 16.
16 will definitely hit.
Damage for that is...
It's a d4 plus your strength. 5? So yeah, you managed to kick this tiny pixie in the face as you're sliding down, and like it just like bares its teeth at you. But it doesn't seem to want to give up on trying to break this bubble.
Show my teeth back. Don't give me that sass.
So Milos, you start digging and you come up on the opposite end, and suddenly like your mold earth gets pushed back and a little bit in your face, but you didn't have to use nearly as much movement to get through the tunnel. So you are now on the opposite side. Are you following him through the tunnel, Asher? So, Becky,
Do you notice them going underneath me?
What's that?
Do I notice them going underneath?
No, because they're digging a tunnel under the ground. So you only see these two.
I am like following him around as he's going around, and I'm like, I can still talk, right?
I mean, in a like angry,
Just
sort
yelling
of...
insults at him the whole time. They don't make any sense. I'm mostly just I've just used all the potty mouth I've heard from Din. Bringing insults.
You don't deserve 5 autobiographies. Your life wasn't that interesting.
Oh,
You might even make up a couple of them.
Your beak is overcompensating.
And then I see Din slide over the top and then kick a pixie in the face, and then I like watch.
watch as she's doing that. All right.
I go back to insulting.
So are you like throwing the salt in like one of your potion vials then?
Yeah. I'll fill up probably a couple so that I can, account for separation. Yeah.
All right. So you do that and you move the rest of your movement as you see Din like slide down the dome on the opposite side, and you also see like Milos pop up from underneath the other side. So you move around now and you have these 2 vials of salt.
So I can actually like throw them at them now?
Absolutely.
I'm a dude.
You're gonna do it? All right, go ahead and make your ranged attack.
Oh no. 6.
So it's a good thing that you made 2 of these, because you like throw it, but you don't account for like the force of the wind, and it just like tilters over the top of the dome.
Okay.
Milos, you pop out of the bubble. Are you? You see as Marquise like chucks this one of his potion bottles. It's full of what looks like salt or some kind of white granules, and it just like it catches in the gale force wind, and it just teeters over the top of the dome.
I think you want to throw it over there, not that way. There are 3 pixies, right? How close are they?
There are 8 pixies.
There's 8 pixies? Okay.
Yes.
8 pixies together.
I would say that they are probably scattered in they're small creatures, they're tiny creatures. So we'll say that there's probably 2 per 5 feet, kind of circled around a specific area.
So in theory, I can cast something like Shatter and hit a bunch of them.
Absolutely.
Okay, I will do that. So it's a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point. And they make con saves.
All right. Let's see what their con is. Not terrible.
DC 14.
I'm gonna roll for 2 at a time since 8 of them. One is a 15, the other is a 5. One is a 21, and the other is an 8. And one is an 11, and one is a natural 1.
So only 3 of them failed?
No, only 3 of them actually succeeded.
Oh, 3 succeeded, 5 failed.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Find my... I'm just going to load up this here. So, 4 plus 3 plus 2. So, 9 damage and half the thing.
Okay. Yeah, they all kind of like wince at the sound of this shattering and look back at you, but then they also look at the dome as you're casting Shatter, and they smile as it starts to crack open a little bit more and need you to make me another con save.
Oh.
I'm gonna fucking die. That's gonna be me. So
I'm gonna kill our buddy.
Okay, well, you're not any more crazy than you are, but there is mist like seeping in at a more gradual rate now.
She's angry already, so she sees it come in and she just goes and like inhales it all in. And then like looks over at Marquise and goes,
let's go stand in another part of the dome.
"Fuck you!"
All right. So Asher, you pop out of the hole next to Marquise and Milos. Are you wanting to do anything about these pixies?
Are the big? Where are they? Like,
They're like hanging onto the dome, like still beating their faces against it.
he'd probably run over and just try to like swing at him.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Perfect.
So you're swinging one of the ones that's a upper.
It's like a 25.
Oh yeah.
The things that are right in front of my face, I bet. It's 12.
12 damage? Yeah, you managed to, like, one of the rougher ones that had some damage looks like they got a little roughed up from what you heard from the spell, and you managed to, like, just cut the tiny thing in half.
Oh.
Big sword, tiny creature, yeah. And it, like, shatters, it cuts in half, and there's a little bit of a blood smear on the on the force bubble, and it just kind of smears up the rest of the dome.
Yes, go get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crawls up the dome like backwards. So, Becky, you pop out of the tunnel. Is there anything that you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at 3 of these pixies.
Okay.
So, with my power, since there's 3 rays, do I have to spend a milking point per ray to add a damage die, or is it just 1 point per spell?
So how does the initial power that you're splitting it read? Like, you're using a power, right?
So when you cast offensive elemental spell, spend 1 milking point to do 1 extra die of damage.
But what the ability that you're splitting the ray with?
Oh, it's the umbral aspect ability.
So then, yeah, the damage, the extra damage is to one instance, but it's 1 spell, right? So then,
yes.
Then you're adding that to, like, you'll just roll that damage die once and then add it to the figures for each ray. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm saying if the extra damage die applies to 1 ray, and so I would have to use 3 points to.
No. You use the point, but you only roll the extra damage die once.
Okay.
And then apply it to each damage.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to target 3 of them. Nat 1 on one of them. And then it's 21 and a 19 on the 2 others.
Yeah, those other two will definitely hit.
Okay. And I'll spend my Nokin point.
It's 2d6. So it'd be 2d6.
Yeah. Hang on.
So it's only a second.
Yeah, it's just a sec. Do I just roll the 2d6 once for both rays?
Yeah, why don't we keep it simple and we'll just do...
So 3d6, because I'm spending...
Yep.
Okay, so that is going to be 10 points of fire.
Yeah, so
for those two.
Two of them completely incinerated and go rolling up the side of the dome. So, taking out 3, there's still 5 left.
And I guess if I can use my bonus act, I don't know if we're going by real combat rules here. Or...
Yeah, sure. We'll do this as quick combat.
Okay. I'll spend another point to quick cast a firebolt at another one.
Okay.
And that's it's going to be a 19 to hit that one.
That'll hit.
Okay. Yeah. And okay, that's going to be 9 fire damage to that.
So another one incinerated and rolls up the dome. They look back. They're not super duper happy with you. So
Becky actually didn't take that.
Has Becky never taken damage?
He is not.
No.
I don't know what that feels like.
So Becky, a couple of them look over at you, and I need you to make me 2 different Constitution saving throws.
Okay. They're both 8s. Hold on. Constitution. They're 9s. I rolled 2 9s.
They're 9s. Okay. So the rest of you see as these 2 pixies are casting something, but they're both arguing against each other as well. But one points to Becky, and Becky suddenly turns into a sheep.
Oh fuck!
And then the other one yells at them and is yells at them in a language that I don't know. Do any of you speak Sylvan?
I do.
I can talk to creatures. Does that count? Or no?
Not for these. Nope, they are.
It's kind of creatures like kin?
They would be faken. So spoken. So you? The other one's no, the sheep's not right. How about this one? And, points the spell, and the sheep suddenly turns into, this little, lizard.
Oh my god.
Spot correct.
And they just kind of stick their tongue out at you. The other 2 remaining, still working on the bubble. I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw.
13.
You go deeper into your fury.
You see that there are pixies hanging on the side of the dome, and I start banging on it in anger.
So you're gonna help them, okay? I will take note of that.
You're tiny little
Bitch face.
bitches. She's looking for a word.
I didn't think of that.
Are you proud of her? Are you just a little bit proud? Yeah.
Din,
Where are your
Oh god.
Din, what are you doing?
Is the one that I kicked still alive?
Yes, just barely.
I want to kick it again.
Can you kick it again?
Kick it again.
Go ahead and make me another unarmed. Yeah, go ahead and make me another unarmed attack.
Sorry. I think it's 9. So, yeah, 9.
9? So you go to smash it against the glass and it moves back. It kind of hisses at you. Are you doing anything else?
I'll send my pike after him.
All right. So you let your pseudo dragon out.
And he can sting one with that.
He can sting. Yeah. So as he flies at it, he gets kind of pushed against the glass a little bit because he's a flying creature by nature. So he has to hang on to the glass, but he can still sting.
Oh, 18.
18 will definitely hit.
For piercing, and then con save for poison.
15?
That's fine.
Okay. But yeah, it doesn't matter anyway because you'd already kicked this and they'd already taken some damage from Shatter. So Pike manages to like skewer this one with its stinger, and then like it just kind of rolls up, or it can snack on it. Okay. So this
for him, but
pseudo dragon just starts like eating. Marquise.
Okay.
There are still 3 left.
3. Okay.
Yep. They're pretty close together.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna save the salt here because I've just noticed the majority of them fall pretty easily. So I'm going to attempt. Oh wait, how far away?
I'd say they're probably about 5-ish feet. 5-10. It's up to you on where you want to be.
Screw it. I'll go up and I'll clock one in the face with my quarterstaff.
All right.
Or at least attempt. That's a 19.
That'll hit.
Plus whatever, so 22. Oh, well, I guess I'll just take that. 8 damage.
Yeah, no, it just squishes against the side of the bubble, leaving a little bit of a blood smear as it goes. So there are 2 left.
Just providing
Run
a
up the
battle commentary, angry battle commentary.
lick the blood.
Trying to lick the blood up.
No, she's a vegetarian. He wants to wear the entrails and eat them.
Oh. Fashionista.
Little pixie inner earrings.
Oh, okay. I see how that works. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's good.
Okay. Milos, there are 2 pixies left.
Yeah, I'm going to do Firebolt and twin the Firebolt. So I hit.
Sounds good.
That's so 12.
12 will not hit.
That's all.
All right. Asher was after you, but he's gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Becky.
Well, I turned it in at this. Can I try and I was looking at lizard stats.
Yeah.
Are there I know that this shield is cracking.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my claws to dig in some of these cracks and climb up the shield?
Oh yeah, you could probably climb up to one of the locations. We'll say as a free action, Milos could even pick you up and put you on the bubble.
Man, I don't know that you want to be on the bubble, so...
well, I have a climb speed of 20 feet, so I climbed up to the nearest pixie, and I'm going to bite him.
All right, go ahead and bite him.
This is all ridiculous anyway. And that is a 19 on the die.
Oh, yeah, you get your teeth around one of these. Go ahead and roll your damage.
There's no rolling. It's just 1 point of piercing damage.
These ones have taken enough damage. You manage to grab one of these pixies in your little lizard mouth and start chomping on him as the wings are fluttering. It's got a hold of a dragonfly or something and is chomping on it.
Kind of like a little lizard now.
Yep. He is polymorph, so he has the brain of a lizard.
And that's a snap.
And that's a snake.
Yep. And that's my turn, so...
It is done. Are you going to try to eat it?
Yeah, I'm eating.
Okay.
Why not?
All right. Asher, you see as this lizard Becky goes up and eats one of the pixies.
Is the lizard Becky also what color is Becky's hair? Or what color? Becky's red, isn't she?
Becky's hair is black, and Becky herself is a light green color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she looks like a lizard.
So I have a kind of a green and black scales, I imagine.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
Is there a pixie?
There's 1 pixie left.
You come stop and smash it.
All right, go ahead and roll attack.
Smash.
Smashy.
That's 25.
Yeah, really it. Sure, your minimum damage could probably kill this, but we'll
How
have
do I
it.
like a can? Seven.
Yes, you managed to slice this one in half as well, and it smeared up the side.
It shakes off the gun.
So eventually this figure, now that this side is pixie free, comes over and starts like waving his hand over behave as he he's got this shillelagh in his hand. It is a shillelagh. And he says, behave, you.
Fuck you.
I think it's time for you to nap. Go ahead and roll me a constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
13.
You fall instantly asleep.
Oh, just
Face plants into the ground.
she curls up.
Curls up like a bun.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Brat puts her ears over her face. She's so sweet now.
But he's waving his hands over the bubble there, and it starts healing back. And he goes, right, that's that. Should only be a few more minutes. It's a good thing she didn't get out. I think she'd have tore your faces off.
Well, she has 2 layers. Go through.
Well, I mean, she'd have probably done both.
That's terrifying.
A little bit, yeah. The bunny folk are unimaginably rage-filled.
In the mist, right?
In the mist, aye.
Do you have a vial? Can we like bottle it up and like
Really not a bad idea. I'd like to see if I could.
Yeah.
like a sniff of it at some point?
Go ahead and
Poppers. Miss Poppers.
Miss Poppers. Go.
Miss Video Cleaner.
Yeah, go ahead and God, I don't even know what to gather mist.
Just like
Yeah, we'll say you can get. We'll say you'll get 2 vials of mist.
oh hell yeah.
So eventually, you guys wait out the storm of mist, and it passes. The day returns, and he taps the bubble with his shillelagh, and as the mist starts to part, it is now evening. You guys can see the stars. Time passed really oddly here in the mist. But he taps the bubble, and it kind of crumbles away in magical glitter. And he says, time for you to retrieve a friend there.
Her ears over her face. Just like having a nice
Okay. Do we just
Is the bubble still there?
No, he tapped the shillelagh, and it glittered down.
Okay, can I just pick her up and like haul her over my shoulder, even though she's dragging on the floor?
Same fireman carrier.
Okay, well, no, I was gonna pop over my
Oh,
shoulder.
just over the shoulder?
Her ears are dragged.
Okay.
her feet and ears?
Yeah. And now the figure throws off his cloak, and you see a fairly young satyr male in front of you. He's got these tiny little curved ram horns that are kind of not completely white, a little bit of a yellowish tinge to them. He does have this kind of dirty blonde hair to him, and the legs and everything are kind of the same color as well. And he goes, well, it's a pleasure to meet you all, by the way.
What's your name?
Sure.
My name's Tanis.
Well, Tanis, thank you for bubbling our friend so she didn't kill us.
Absolutely. What are you guys' plans for now on?
We're going to go home.
Hi, it's awful late, though. I mean, should be resting up.
I mean, it is dark again. Maybe we should sleep somewhere safe. I don't know where safe is. I'm pretty lost, and I pull out the map. I don't know where we are on this. Do you know? Can you tell anything about where we are on the map?
I myself am from the Fae, so I don't really know my way around here, except for closest place to rest would probably be Mother Matoya's.
Who's Mother Matoya?
Well, she's a kindly witch that lives in these woods.
Is she close by?
She is.
Sure. I mean, we don't have a tent, so we probably need to go stay somewhere.
Yeah. We don't have a tent.
Wait, did Becky turn back into herself?
She did, yep.
Oh.
No, that was not my fault.
You have the taste of fairy in your mouth.
You're a really cute lizard.
I don't think she changed very much.
Oh,
I'm cute no matter what. Oh.
but yeah, Mother Matoya's is only a short walk in distance. I'm sure she'd be more than happy to put you up for the evening.
Well,
Well, I don't see any other better options, so.
Yeah, I say lead the way.
Right on, this way. So you guys walk for...
Is Poppy still with them? Is Poppy still talking?
No.
Oh, I like the other Poppy.
Unfortunately, and probably fortunately, most of the magic from what has transpired has worn off. Besides the sleep spell that Tanis put on you. But he leads the merry way, playing a little tune as you guys go. But eventually you come deep in the woods to this very large manor in front of you. Honestly, in the dark, it looks rather foreboding. Think southern plantation that's been run down for quite a few years.
Just carrying her.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead
All right. So you walk past. There is an iron gate that you guys will have to walk through. It's like a picket iron gate, basically. There is a fence or perimeter. As you walk up the path, you see a number of like magical blue lights light up along the path, and suddenly this hunched over figure in a black robe, leaning on some kind of staff, with a black axe, comes stepping out of the doorway, light behind her, obscuring her face a little bit, and you hear this old woman's voice say, "What have you brought me this time, Tanis?" And that is where we will end this episode.